Okay, well, there was a news in Korea. Stop wearing leggings to hiking.
There was news?
Because the older generation thinks that's too sexual.
Don't stare there. Don't look at my personal part.
That's reality. Hello.
Yes.
A lot.
When other countries think about Brazilian women, there's a lot of stereotypes involved in that.
Yeah, in America too, it's like we all live abroad. If you think about like American women, there's this stereotype, but for beautiful women specifically, like when I was growing up, I heard things about being dumb or like not smart, like these kinds of
Yeah, it's
like,
the same in
Yeah.
Italy. I
Yeah.
think the same thing.
I think Korea is kind of opposite. You have a stereotype for an ugly woman
Yeah.
What?
I know.
because
Yeah.
they think you're gonna have bad personalities because
So
you're bad
if
looking.
you're pretty, you have a good personality?
No, it's just not really sure. But if you're pretty, then ever since you were young, people kind of compliment you every day.
Yeah.
So you have like high self-esteem.
That's what they
Yeah,
think
yeah.
though. Yeah, that's another stereotype in America though. Don't say pretty women are dumb. This is a stereotype or misconception that a lot of people have. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that still kind of like believe this on a subconscious level or consciously. I was a pre-med student in college. Do you want to know like how many people called me dumb whenever I was in class? They're like, why are you here? How are you here? Like, I got so much stuff, so it's like still alive. In your country, have you heard the stereotype? Is there like similar one?
Yeah,
Yes.
really. I think especially for blonde.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Blondes.
blonde girls especially. Never
Yeah, there's
blonde
like a
guys.
phrase, something about brunettes and blondes, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
the blondes.
Yeah, they're-
Brunettes
the
are supposed
blondes
to be
are dumb.
smart and blondes are supposed to be dumb.
We have a lot of blonde jokes in Sweden, but
Yeah.
the butt of the joke is always blonde women, never
Yeah.
blonde men.
Yeah, I never thought about that. It's
always
never
women.
like blonde men. I've never thought like they're dumb or whatever, but like, yeah, it's women. I never noticed that.
If you put on strong makeup or you dye your hair like into silver or like pink, like colorful colors, people think you're not smart and you play a lot and that you look really easy.
What about the K-pop idol?
That's why the older generation think they don't study that much. Like that's why, because they debut in such a young age and they put all these makeup on themselves.
And they work super hard every day
Yeah.
for 10
I mean,
years
like-
to debut.
Yeah. Don't compliment people on their looks in Korea.
What?
If you wear clothes like crop t-shirts or shorts, like really mini skirts,
Body revealing clothing.
yeah, body revealing or skin revealing clothes, people might think of you as easy.
But I think like that's also a stereotype in America, but what you consider to be like not a lot of clothing and what we consider to be not a lot of clothing is a really big gap.
Yes. Well, in Korea, if you wear leggings only, then that's considered kind of like
Leggings?
Yes.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Yes.
In New York, every girl is wearing
So-
So, in school, high school, my uniform was leggings.
Okay, well, there was a news in Korea. Stop wearing leggings to hiking
There was news?
because the older because the older generation
That
thinks
makes the
that's
news?
too sexual.
Because it kind of like enhances your lady parts,
Yeah.
and then they look at that.
Like,
Don't
their
stare
issue.
there. Don't look at my personal part. Because I mean, it can show
No
you
control over
genes
my
as
eyes.
well.
yeah, you can't control your eyes.
Leggings is kind of like a new thing to Korea because people usually don't wear it. And I think that's why the solution came out. Stop judging people by their looks. Stop calling them pretty. Because that might stress them out too.
Yes,
Yeah, so that's kind of like the solution. Okay, there's this K-pop idol called Jang Won-young. She had hate comments for eating strawberries with 2 hands.
Oh yeah, I heard about it.
Wait,
Yeah.
Wait, are you kidding me?
She ate a big strawberry with 2 hands, and she had makeup on her at her house, and she got hate comments for that.
She's not allowed to eat with 2 hands. Okay.
And people thought she was fake. And you have to be naturally beautiful. Why are you faking? We know that you're pretty, but why do you have
This
to
is
act
so
like you're pretty?
detailed. Okay.
I don't
I'm
really understand the correlation
angry.
to eating with 2 hands
Yeah.
and wearing makeup.
You're a
Are
grown
you
up.
kidding? This made the news. Do you not
How
have
do you
anything better to talk
You
about?
hold it in one hand. No, you take 2 hands. A
Sometimes
burger.
So I thought it was pretty natural, but
This
people
made
thought
the
it was
news?
fake.
This
Yeah.
is the like headline of
Yeah.
the day?
It was like so hot on
never
YouTube.
heard
Like
this
That's so
before.
funny. I
So
can't.
important,
Yeah.
right? Please don't say as a Brazilian women are easy. I think outside of Brazil, in most places, not only Asia, but even like in Western countries, they do have that perception that Brazilian women are very easy.
I've never heard that. Like in America, I think like they're very strong. We think they're very like vocal and strong, but I haven't heard like easy before.
They even say like, how they say, I love Brazilian women. There's even like, when you say, oh,
Yeah,
do you like Brazilian? I love
I agree.
Brazilian
In my
women.
country, Brazilian women usually like there's a traditional dance like the carnival, the Rio carnival, and we call the Brazilian women to just come and dance like that. So we think they're kind of easy in a way.
I think it's because generally Brazilians are very like, we're very open, we're very friendly, or give a little, you know, kiss.
They're easy. Like I've heard like sexy, glamorous, sexy, opinionated, whatever. These kinds of stereotype, but I've never heard like easy because of that. I would think opposite because she's so strong with females. She's not easy.
Yeah.
In France too, we consider Brazilian women like super strong.
Yeah, strong.
And there's like some stereotype from people also who say like Brazilian women, they're men.
Huh? Oh, because they're strong?
No, because of the football.
Oh.
Yeah. So we say that like, you know, the football in Brazil is really famous for that. So we kind of say like, oh, if you have a Brazilian woman, you have to check behind if it's a man or a woman.
Oh, that's
So it's a really bad stereotype.
That's really bad. It's bad.
It's really bad, but some people really makes joke. In France, we don't really talk about violence and equality really well because especially the violence against women, there's too many, but really many. Of course, there's for men too, but I feel the violence, like we are actually striking in the streets to put our violence like out to like say to the woman like if you get violent or anything, please like call the police or go to a center with these kind of things. Yeah, French people are really famous for the strikes, right? I don't know if you guys know about this. We like to strike for our rights, and especially about the equality, not only about like the money between men and women are of course different, but we fight more about the fact that the women have to be kind of like stronger. Like we always love to show that we are stronger, sometimes like more than men, like kind of feminist style. We don't really like to talk about violence and this kind of things. We're like, oh, okay, keep it like hiding. It's really like kind of taboo because there's like too many people inside of this. And the police, they doesn't have really big reaction about this kind of things. Whenever you call 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, they just come whenever like the woman is already dead.
Yeah, I think
So yeah, this is a really big taboo in France, I think.
Wow.
I think that's kind of like how it is in Brazil. Although these days they're talking more about it, but violence against women is really an issue,
Yeah,
especially
same as
like
us.
among couples. That's or if I'm walking down the streets in Brazil, especially like later on the day, I'm walking down the street and I see a guy coming this way, I'll probably just cross.
Exactly, same in France.
So
We have to be careful about the way that we're going. Like, we cannot wear as Korea like short, like really mini skirt or this kind of things. Like we prefer to open on the chest. Like of course there's a trend to wear like some short, but still we have to be careful about the place that we go. Yeah, have to be careful about this.
So I think a stereotype that a lot of people around the world has about especially Swedish women is that they are blonde with blue eyes and that they work as bikini models. I feel like every time I watch like a TV series from America or something and they mention a Swedish
always
girl,
America.
it's a bikini model.
Kind of playboy.
It's always us
It's
putting
a
the
bit
stuff out in the world. I'm
playboy.
sorry about Hollywood.
Yeah, it's very like objectifying in a way. It's very like playboy-ish. I don't know.
But there is the huge stereotype that if you're like from Sweden, okay, blonde hair, blue eyes, you're tall, you're pale, like that.
yeah, I haven't heard the bikini part, but if you talk about movies, then I do see that whenever they mention like people from the Scandinavian countries, they usually show them in bikinis. For that an odd reason, I feel like.
But I think the movies are making the stereotype more stronger.
Yeah.
It's kind of like gorgeous woman, like super, blue eyes.
Yeah.
And like gorgeous body with like voluminous.
Oh, do you think they're tall? Like
Tall.
How can I say mid-height to
Average,
the lower,
or?
average, I'm
Female
not
height?
that tall in Sweden. Yeah, we have stereotypes against blonde Like, so we have a lot of blonde jokes.
But there's so many blondes? or-
Exactly, like, so
Yeah.
are you saying that most of the population is dumb?
What about, is it just women that it's like blondes, like they're dumb or whatever? Is
Yeah.
it men also? you
No,
think,
it's the women, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I never heard a joke about a blonde man.
But
Don't say that all Italian women are pickpockets.
I have never heard this.
It's not a trend, but like it's a serious situation in my country that in train stations or like around in public, these women with maybe pregnant women that is fake, and they just basically go around and steal your stuff and put it in the fake bump.
Huh?
Yes, you didn't hear about this?
No.
Well, I heard.
Oh my god.
I heard that like a lot of European countries, if you visit them, then you have to be careful like,
Yeah,
to keep your
yeah,
wallet to
Yeah,
yourself.
I mean America too.
But I thought that these were men.
But is it
Oh,
because
there's
like,
a lot of women. I got actually like my thing stolen. It wasn't in Spain though, but by a woman, like
Yeah.
an older woman.
Yeah, it's like Europe is kind of similar.
so are people being like anti against pregnant women then?
No,
Like they think
listen. If someone gets in a subway, she's pregnant, they like
everybody leaves.
everyone moves because oh my god, I
Was it
can
only
get
like one or
pickpocketed.
two times on the news, or is it like actually?
It's not on the news because the police doesn't do anything about it. But like there is many people like on TikTok that are trending sound like "Attenzione pickpocket" like that. You don't know the sound. It's so popular, and there's this woman who goes around and scream just like, "Be careful! There's pregnant women stealing like that."
But what if the woman was really pregnant?
Well, they be
What if she needs
careful,
help?
and it's always kind of the same people, so like everyone knows.
Honestly, if it's the rush hour, I wouldn't even be mad.
Yeah,
It's like,
rush
give
hour
me
is-
space.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's a positive.
But in
Yeah.
my country, it's kind of different about pickpockets. Like the pickpocket, especially in Paris, there are some guys, of course.
Yeah,
but
I
there's
got
some
pickpocket in
women,
Paris.
and they always go through the Avenue of Champs-Elysees, and they steal the people like this.
Oh.
Like they act like they're actually rich, but actually they're not.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
there's a lot of people.
I think one of the common factors that I can see here is blonde.
Yes.
And like pretty women are dumb or like conceited.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty universal, right?
It's usually the stereotype about ugly people.
Yeah.
That's so strange. Like
Interesting.
I would not. That's crazy.
Well,
Ugly
that's
people-
very common. And if you're young, like if you're in your elementary school or your middle school, if you're ugly, then that's kind of like a reason you're getting bullied. Not fat. If you're a bit chubby, then you're getting bullied.
Yeah, I heard that people get surgery in their high school
Are you-
years.
Oh, not high
Really?
school.
Oh
Middle
my
school
God.
too.
Middle school?
Like
Yeah.
the glory, right?
No way.
That's reality.
Not okay.
I think
There
in
are
Sweden
some-
too, we don't get bullied
It's
for
really
being
not
pretty.
okay.
We get bullied if we're like, considered
Oh.
ugly or fat.
And I think the fact that we say the Brazilian women have to, we have to check it.
Or if
know
it's
if
a
it's
male or
a-
female.
Yeah.
That's
Super rude, actually.
Yeah, that. So today we talked about a few things that you should not do around the world.
If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe.
We will see you soon.
Bye.